the weirdest rules in motorsport that actually make sense. In motorsport, there are rules that seem completely pointless, but once you learn the reason behind them, you realize they're actually brilliant. Here are the weirdest rules that confuse fans, but protect drivers and keep racing fair. First, Formula One, drivers are allowed to use only a few engines per season. At first it sounds stupid. If the engine breaks, why not just replace it? But the point is simple: to stop rich teams from bringing a brand new, more powerful engine every single weekend. This rule keeps costs under control and keeps the championship fair. Second, teams are not allowed to test the car whenever they want. Strange, right? But imagine Ferrari and Mercedes running 200 test days a year, while smaller teams can't afford even the tires. That's why the rule exists. Most preparation has to be done in simulators, which makes real racing even more unpredictable. Third, drivers are not allowed to be too light. Yes, you heard that right. There's a minimum combined weight for the driver and the seat, so extremely skinny drivers don't get an unfair advantage. This rule was also introduced to protect driver health, because in the past, some pushed themselves to dangerous limits just to save weight. Fourth, teams can no longer keep a full spare car ready to go. Back in the day, if a car crashed in practice, they pulled out the third car and continued. Now, you must repair what you have. It adds drama, reduces costs, and stops teams from relying on endless resources. Fifth, tires must reach a certain temperature before drivers can push at full speed. On cold tires, a race car feels like driving on ice. This rule helps prevent dangerous crashes right after leaving the pit lane. So yeah, these rules may sound strange, but they protect drivers, balance the teams, and create the racing we love. Which rule do you think is the weirdest?